finals for round 5. As all the way from Pokeville, Japan. Also told he's from Pellet Town, whatever that means, which is a suburb of Pokeville, Japan. As KATCHUM making his return down here. He's already moved forward. He's defeated Justin Bieber, the Prince of Pop, the Canadian Prince of Pop, rather. KATCHUM defeated him, and he is going to be facing the returning President Austin Jr. of the father-son fist bump. Austin's looking to get back into the MMA picture. No better way to do that than win this tournament. Of course, standing his way is KATCHUM. Also involved here in the semifinals in the other match, as we wait the arrival of President Austin. And here he comes. President Austin Jr. of the father-son fist bump currently holds the case of fate for the MMA Grand Prix Championship. You'll notice he did not cash in due to the fact that there are no title matches during this tournament. Titles are null and void right now, as we're focusing on the MMA factor itself. And the winner of this whole tournament will be crowned the icon of MMA. And I think that's a pretty big deal, and they'll even have a championship to prove it. That is custom, like this arena is for this event. As Austin, dressed for success, and quickly goes back into this gear that he has attired for this MMA event. Here we go, and he starts off with a front kick. Now lighting up KATCHUM. There we go. Former MMA Grand Prix champion is Austin. His father Gabe and him successful this past Wednesday in a 2-on-1 challenge, as Herbert Finkel's data machine, you know, he swears someday it's going to give him the right information, but it just hasn't happened yet. Saying that he can beat no matter how many it is and how, you know, big they are. Finkel has not yet found his data machine has not, you know, paid off, I don't think. And those of you guys who haven't seen it yet, I urge you guys to go back and see Austin and his dad, who made their semi-return then on Wednesday nights, which is their home, basically. Nice right hand there. Oh, sends into the stairs. Calling about tie up, and KATCHUM sent again into the stairs. Perhaps Austin's trying to weaken up the knees of KATCHUM. A cerebral superstar is Austin. It's been a little while since we've seen Austin and his dad, and they are back on the roster. Back to action, as fans have missed them. European uppercut by KATCHUM. And then the other preliminary for this round 5, we'll see IP man Donnie Yen take on the returning Ronin Roninja Swanson. And that should be interesting, considering Swanson was able to defeat the legendary Brandon Lee in order to advance, and that's not an easy task. For those of you guys who were wondering or saying, hey, how were you able to figure out who faces who, I urge you guys to go back to Tuesday when I pulled all the names out of the Jar of Fate to find out who would face who. That's exactly how I did it. And also, by the way, after this match, and after the conclusion of this round, we're going to take a recess. We're going to have one final melee that will determine the final spot, so to speak, as we're going to give the people who have advanced or made it to the semifinals are going to be involved in what's called an last chance melee, in which they must, you know, we're going to have a 20-man over-the-top battle royal, in which the winner will take that spot in the tournament to make it an even tournament. Oh my. And then we will take those names as Austin has already. Austin with a guillotine choke right there, and that's it. That's that. Austin picks up the first point of this MMA challenge via submission. Now slamming KATCHUM around like he's a rag doll. Some vicious kicks right there. Austin doesn't play around in that ring, folks. Uh-oh. Oh my. Austin's learned how to do a moonsault since the last time he's shown up here, and now measuring KATCHUM again, and now again with the guillotine choke. And the roll through with that. That was very... and keeps it on for a little extra added measure, as President Austin Jr. is going to the finals. Talk about another young man who has returned with a vengeance. No pun intended.